Alright guys, here with another do-it-yourself project. This is, I don't even know where I picked this up. I've had it for a long time and I've never got around to doing anything with it. But you can tell it's a quality vise, but it's just been sitting around. It's got some rust, the paint's chipping. It's very dry inside there where you actually will tighten it down so it kind of catches a little bit. But it's in good condition other than cosmetic and maintenance needed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through. I'm going to show you real quick how you can just take this apart, sand it, clean it up, maybe give it some paint to make it look nice, and then sand the piston here, oil that up, and make this thing good as new and get a nice good quality vise. This thing was probably made, I don't know, 20 years ago. I have no idea, but you can tell that it's a quality made vise and it just needs some love. So let's get into it. So first we can just go ahead and take this apart, and that's really easy. On this particular model there's no extra safety catch or anything like that. It will just unscrew out. So I'll just keep going around until it comes out like so. Alright, so once we get this apart, I was thinking about doing a little light sanding on this, but I'm just going to hit it with paint because it's got a nice rough, rugged exterior and it just needs to be touched up. So I'm just going to wrap a little tape around this and here, and then I'm just going to paint the rest. And then after I do that, once it dries, then I will sand this, wet sanding it, get this nice, and then I will put some oil on there or some grease, and then I'll put it back together. Alright, so I just taped right there, and I just put a little tape inside there just so now I can hit it without having to worry. Give it a quick paint. I chose a color of, I have a bunch of different colors, but Carbon Mist seems like it'd be a perfect nice like gray carbon look for this. So alright, so now we're just gonna let that set. Alright, so the paint has had a chance to set. Like I said before, I went with this Carbon Mist. I think it looks pretty good on these. So now I'm just gonna take the tape off. And there we go. I used plenty of tape because I didn't want any paint getting on the actual components that slide and move. Alright, so I'll get the tape off this one as well. I just did it internally here to keep this area clean. So now I'm just going to take a little bit of sandpaper with a little bit of oil and just lightly clean this up, and then I'll oil it or grease it and then put it together. Alright, so I'm using 600 grit waterproof sandpaper, and you can use whatever oil you want. I'm just using some tap oil because I've got it handy. And then the idea behind it is just a light sand to get any stuff that's built up. Just so it has a clean surface. So once we put our grease or our oil on there after it's been cleaned off, it will slide really nicely inside. Alright, and do the same thing inside here. I've already got oil on this, so that should be good. Now we'll go ahead and just wipe out where it's been cleaned, sanded. See, and that gets it to where it's just like new. Alright, and I'm just going to leave a little tap oil on here actually and just use this instead of grease. I have both. I'm just going to go with the tap oil since it's got it right here handy. And then we will connect it back in, lining up this slot here. Oh yeah, that's nice and smooth now. Look at that. Perfect. So it's working really well, doesn't bind anymore, and it's just spinning right in. Alright, next I'll just mount it, and now we're going to put some screws in to hold this vise in place. I already pre-drilled, that way it doesn't split the wood. Line it up, there we go. Alright, and you see how easy this moves now. And there we go. It's locked on there good. You can lift the whole table with it. So, it looks new, works like new. It's a nice way to restore a quality vise. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.